Hello, my name is Edgar Lok Tin Yong, and this is my website. I hope you are well. We are going to talk about Feng Shui as usual. This is the 19th video, and let's talk about when is the best or opportunity to have the Feng Shui done for your house or office. So I have worked out there's at 5 points, at 5 times you can have the Feng Shui done for your house. Like first is after you move in, or already live in the house, and you after moving to a new place, in a few months or 6 months, or some people even a bit longer. So you find something was not quite right there, then maybe you should seek someone, a consultant, to help you look at what's happening in the house, and they find some issues, and they can help you rectify your problems. Secondly is before move in. So before moving, ideally you find a consultant to help you look at your house, and then you tell the consultant what you want to activate for the house, and they can help you accordingly. Third one is before renovation or extension. So renovation and extension your house, because for renovation maybe there's a good opportunity you can change something which is not on the correct sector, or they have some sharp or bad energy, so there's a good opportunity to change them. And extension also very important. Extension, I find extension is ultra important if you're doing extension. The reason why is because when you do an extension, let's say this is original, and you do an extension to the house, your center of the house will change. The center of the house change. When the center of the house change, the energy will change. So maybe it's not definitely, but maybe some energy change to be better, and some energy change to be worse than before. So you have to be very, very careful when you do renovation. Maybe you have friends or relatives, they live in a house doing very well, and suddenly when after doing some renovation, their life is maybe getting not as so good, or getting worse if they don't consult a Feng Shui consultant. They just do it anyway because I don't believe in Feng Shui, I'm doing so great. But after renovation, center shift, that internally, the relationship from the center to the other part of the house will change. So it is very important at this stage. Okay, so number four is before you build. Before you build your own house, or before you build an office or warehouse, it's better to consult a consultant, a Feng Shui consultant, a good Feng Shui consultant, not just normal hanging wind charm or putting a waving cat. Those Feng Shui, I don't think they will work that much for you. Can't say they are not working, but it's very minimal. You cannot achieve what you want to achieve. So before you build, and also you have to build through a custom builder as well, not build through a volume builder. For volume builder, I had my experience before with some volume builder. They won't let you change much on the layout, the setting of the house. So it's sometimes hard. And then the fifth one is before buy your land. So before buying the land, you consult a consultant, you ask them what is the best direction for you or for the current time, current period of Feng Shui or Feng Shui age. Remember we talked about Feng Shui period, there's a 9 period or 9 age. We are now in age 8 and coming up after 2024, there's period 9. So we have to consider that into Feng Shui as well. So the best opportunity is if you are thinking buying a land, then you should consult someone, a good consultant. In Australia, Australia here, I have, I told you maybe on the first or second video, I have about 20 students now, 22, and they lists, some of them, because some of them they're consultant already, some of them they just learning for their own use, so they are not doing professional consultant yet. But if you are in Australia and you want to find someone good, you can go to my website. I will put the list down on the down on the bottom there. You can find the lineage students. So they are very good. I can assure you they can help you, and they have learned the technique. The same lineage as me. So after you, so that's the best time. So before even you buy, and then before you buy the land, you know the land, and generally a Feng Shui consultant, our lineage will ask you what year you born, what year you born, not the ground number. Remember, not the ground number. What the year you born, the family members you born. What do you want to achieve? Who is the most important person in the house? So this collect those information, and they will tell you what is the best direction for the whole family, not just for one person. And then when it comes to, we have the land, then we want to design the plan, design the plan for the house. Let me wrap up, and I will tell you one sentence from the Book of Burial. In the Book of Burial, I always reference back to the Book of the Burial because that is a classical Feng Shui text. We all obey the classical Feng Shui text. We are not manifest any New Age Feng Shui. No, we are not. We obey the rules of Feng Shui. So in the Book of Burial, it say like this.月吉中撞空與氣司同啊。Just simply 8 character, what does it mean? Is Yue, that's a dragon dance. It's a very good dragon dance. But nowadays we can say it's a very good piece of land. It's very good, but burial is bad. Burial, the style or the setting is no good. Then simply same as you just dump the body there. So this will apply to the Yang Feng Shui as well, like we're building a home. Why? Because if you find a piece of land which is very good, very supportive, but you design the house incorrectly, it will also not doing good for the occupant inside. So it's not just the facing of the land, it also have to consider the people live in the house. And the house have to match with the Feng Shui principle as well. So that you have to remember. Even you find the good facing of the land, like remember we talk about the East group and West group. They will say, oh, your good direction is East direction. But when you change your back facing East, sit your desk facing East, and you don't see good result. Sometimes even see it's worsened. So that you have to think about it. Why? But in the classical feng shui texts, it says this: 月吉撞空，語氣師同. So we have to be very cautious about the design as well, the home design, the house design. So this is the best time. The best time is before you even buy your land. I had a case in Queensland. A lady, she rang me to design her house. She bought a piece of land and it's south-facing. And actually this lady is born in the year of the horse. And I say, oh, that's a very good piece of land, but you need to know how to design. And I designed the house, according to our lineage, according to the feng shui principle. And she was very happy, Once she looked at the house, she said, oh, she can feel it's very good. And then since you're starting a building project, the energy is already started resonate, and also you visit the land, and there will be some resonate on感应. We call about feng shui 感应. But she told me she need to sow the house before she can build. And I say, with a good feng shui plan here, you will sell your house at a good price. And eventually she did. She sell the house at a good price. And the other good thing at all is the buyer, after settle, let her stay for half a year without paying rent. So how good is that? So I say maybe that is the feng shui energy resonate for that. That's one case. And then there's another lady in Queensland. I also told her, if a good feng shui start from starting, then maybe that you get some extra money to help you. And that's exactly she is doing. She had that some extra money to help her build the house. So that's good thing as well. When after the house is built and you move in, there is only a limited things we can do, unless the owner or the person you really want to make it happen. I had case like back in 2009. In 2009, maybe you can find this information on my website as well. Back in 2009, I had a client. They changed the door. The house is like this. They have the door here, and this door up with the calculation is not a good door. It's not supportive. So eventually they changed the door to this side. And of course, the other thing we changed the bedroom, the stove, and then I selected day for the bed placement. And now, after moving about 3 months, the wife got pregnant, and now they have a daughter. So this year she's already 10 years old. So you can do such a good thing. It's very, very happy. For a feng shui consultant, you will be very, very happy. You can help people. Then another case is also back in, I think, 2013. There's a guy and a lady, the husband and wife. They call me to look at the feng shui because they already moved in. There's so much I can do, not much I can do. The stove is on the wrong sector. The stove. So stove is health and children as well. And they have like a garage somewhere there, and in the garage there's a very good spot for cooking. So I suggest them to set up, a cooking. Most Asians like to cook two places. So I suggest them to cook in the garage, and then they don't use the stove internally inside. So they have a boy. The boy is already like 6 years old. So this is a happy thing for me. I'm able to do this for them. And the other interesting thing about this house was they have a stove somewhere, I think around here, and they have the one bedroom, like the master bedroom is like that. So they set the bed this way, set the bed this way. So the head is actually pointing to the stove, and this is not very good. And that's why the guy, the husband, is go bow, after moving the south, sleep in this position. So once the house is built, unless it's like an old house, you really want to renovate to do something. If you don't want to renovate, it's very difficult to change, because I always tell client is I'm practicing traditional feng shui. I'm not practicing like new age feng shui. We don't put wind charm, three-legged dog, or coins, or waving cat, things like that. Because those objects, they are not really can manipulate the qi. Arguably, they are energy, but their effect is very, very little. And if you think about it, if those coins or three-legged dog, they can bring you wealth, bring you money, then why those people they want to sell it? They just keep it for their own home, and the money keep coming to their house. Then why do they have to sell it? And also, if you think of the factory too, the factory manufacturing this product, they just keep in the factory. They don't sell it, and the money will go to them. So that is not what I'm practice. If other feng shui consultants practice this, they have effective for their client. That's very good. Congratulate them. But for what I'm practicing is not that kind of feng shui. Okay, so today we stop here, and I will talk to you next time in maybe a few days.